Hello and welcome everybody. Really appreciate everybody taking a look at this video today. Today we are actually going to be looking at Zoom. It is going to be the new video conferencing software that is integrated with our G Suite accounts. This is just going to be a basic overview of the Zoom functions and the way to use it. I will be doing some extra videos to go a little more in depth into Zoom and some of its functionality. It is a really deep and really good video conferencing software. So we will start there. So a couple of things to start off with, just so everybody knows. Zoom is a paid service. There is a free plan. We only have one plan that is a paid service. The account that Jan is managing is the only account that is a paid service. Really the only thing that limits you to is any Zoom meetings that you do that are 3 people or more are going to be limited to 40 minutes. So again, 3 people or more are going to be limited to 40 minutes. If you're doing anything just one-on-one with another team member, those will be unlimited. Those will work just fine for however long you need. We're starting off with one paid account as of right now. If anybody does run into a need and sees themselves needing to have a paid account so that they can have the function of 3 or more people for longer than 40 minutes, please reach out to myself or to Jan and we'll definitely talk through that scenario. So that's the kind of basic functions as far as the plan goes. We're going to hop in and start with G Suite to start, and then I'll run through the Zoom app to show you how that works a little bit as well. Cool. So we are in G Suite as of right now. One of the great things with Zoom is that it is going to function exactly how Google Hangouts does within the Google Calendar atmosphere. So I'm going to make a test here, and I'm going to say test for Zoom. All right. I'm going to add a time. We'll say 2:30 to 3:30 today is fine. Again, if you'd like to add guests, that is still an option, preferable option, obviously, if you want to have a video conference with them. So add your guests there. The link will be sent out to them as well. And then this is going to be the important section to indicate what type of conference you want to do. So we're going to add rooms, location, or conferencing. That'll open up. And if you do this drop-down section right here, you'll see add conferencing. You still have the option to do Hangouts. That is still an option on there. But likewise, we have our Zoom meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It'll create a meeting ID. I'm not going to invite anybody today because this is just a test tutorial for you all. But again, make sure you do put your guests in that area. Okay. And I will say save. So as you see, just like before, your meeting is saved on your calendar. And if you click on the meeting, there will be a clickable link called Join Zoom Meetings. All right. Likewise, we do still have the call in option. So if you click the little arrow down, we do have this number to be able to call in as well. All right. So say you want to join a meeting that is scheduled by someone else, maybe our Wednesday devotional meeting. That would be a good indication of that. So you're going to click on your meeting and you're going to say join Zoom meeting. Click on that. That will open up a second tab in your web browser, which its only purpose is to redirect you and open the Zoom app. If you're just starting to use Zoom, there may be a pop-up that appears when that web browser appears. Read through that pop-up browser, and if it is something that says along the lines of like, it's going to open up an app or something like that, there may be a check mark in that box that says always allow. If you click on that check mark, the next time that you use Zoom, it won't open up that box and it'll automatically open up Zoom without any hesitation. Okay, so this is going to be your starting interface when you start with Zoom. You're going to have the choice to be able to use your computer audio. This is a traditional way of using Zoom. Or you can indicate that, no, I don't want to use my computer audio. I'm still going to see the video, but I would like to use my phone as an audio source. At that point, just select that. You can dial the number, and then it'll put you in the Zoom meeting. For this one, I am going to say join with computer audio. And this is going to be your starting meeting page. Okay? Down on the lower left-hand side, you do have your mute functions. And likewise, if you click on this arrow, you'll have the option to indicate what sound source you'd like to use if you are using your computer audio. Same as system is going to use whatever is already indicated through your system preferences here. Or you can indicate something else besides what your system preferences are using. As you can see, I'm hooked into my interface here, the Focusrite Thunderbolt. Okay, so I'm going to leave all of that the same. Next to that, you have the start video. This may be indicated as off when you start the meetings. All you have to do is click on that, and that will start your video. Next to that, you are going to have the option to pick what type of video source you would like to pull off of. This is actually pulling from an external video source. So I'm just going to indicate, no, I don't want to use that video source, and hello, I'm here. So as you can see, this is now on the screen. Okay, just a couple other little things that you'll be able to do. This invite section, if you'd like to invite by email, click this email section. You can use your Gmail account. It'll automatically open up Gmail and let you send from there. Likewise, this copy invitation, this will just copy the link and you'll be able to text that, email that, however you'd like on that. Likewise, you are going to see a few of the contacts here. This should be most of the team members on the team. You can do that, or you can type in to try and find a contact within there. All right, going to exit out of that. Managed participants. This isn't going to be a widely used option, but the host of the meeting does have the option to mute participants if they'd like to, just make sure that there's not any extraneous sounds coming in while someone's giving a presentation. There is some external uses for that. You do have a chat function as well that you're able to type in chat to the meeting, the members of the meeting. So that's just a pretty traditional chat function. And then likewise, you also are able to record your meetings. This will just give you a traditional video file that will be sent to you after the meeting is over. If you're interested in that, you can do that. It's great for just like meeting review, making sure you have good notes and all of that stuff. Likewise, the share button. This is going to be the button that you are able to use to share any of your external screens. Likewise, if you do have external devices that you'd like to share, as you can see here, you can do an iPhone or iPad via AirPlay. You can do an iPhone or iPad via the cable, so USB cable. And then likewise, you are able to bring up individual windows as well. So this is a really great function for that. Likewise, if you look down at this bottom section, if you would like to share your computer sound through the video conference, this is a great function as well. So if you're trying to show a YouTube video or maybe a video that you have loaded onto your computer, this is going to give you an option to be able to stream that through the video conference system as well. So that's a great option there. I will close out of that. So you do your meeting, you're all done with your meeting, you tell your participants bye, and you go to end meeting down here. End meeting for all. Likewise, if you'd particularly just like to leave the meeting, you can click on leave meeting. The only people who are going to have this end meeting for all are the hosts of the meeting. The host is the person who scheduled the meeting and created the original Zoom link and meeting. So they're going to be the only option that has an end meeting for all option. All others will have this leave meeting option. If they need to leave and come back partway through the meeting, that is going to be an option as well. So I'll cancel that. I am going to end the meeting. So I'd like to now move into the Zoom app. This should be an app that's automatically downloaded the first time that you use Zoom. This is a web client app that gets automatically downloaded anytime someone sends you a Zoom link. So it may very well be on your computer as of now. It's this zoom.us app that you can see in your applications folder. I'm not going to go through all the functions and features of this app, just the main ones. So any meetings that you schedule, you will be able to access from this app as well. So as you see, this is actually a calendar event that I have. If I go up to meetings here, you'll see that that test for Zoom meeting that I made at the beginning of the tutorial is right here. So likewise, if you'd like to just create a new meeting, we have this new meeting function. This is going to simply just open up a Zoom meeting. Okay, you'll see all of your options pop up just like before. Join with computer audio. But obviously this is a brand new meeting, so you'll need to click to invite participants and invite them there. So that's if you just need to get on and start a meeting. We'll go back to our main menu here. Likewise, all meetings do have a meeting ID, and all users of Zoom have a personal link. If you're interested in being able to use one of those, you're able to input that here. Likewise, the drop-down should have personal links and meetings for most of the stuff on your calendar. I would suggest, if you can, using the Google Calendar rather than this function in that capacity. Google Calendar is really easy to understand what Zoom meeting you're getting into from there. Okay, cancel out of that. Likewise, you can schedule a meeting from here. Again, Google Calendar does take care of most of this for you. And likewise, share screen. This is an option if you are in a meeting on a different device, but you would like to share your computer screen to try and show something on that device to the participants on that other device. You're going to have a sharing key, and then you can share screen that way. Good example of this is if you're doing a meeting in the listening room at the Carefree office, you're using the video conference system there to do the Zoom meeting, but you have something on your personal laptop or iPad that you'd like to show to those participants. This is a good option to be able to do that. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I hope this was helpful on using Zoom. Again, this is just a basic overview of the Zoom functions. If you have any questions or concerns on this, please feel free to reach out to myself or Larissa. We'd be happy to help make sure that you guys are up to speed with how Zoom works. Again, best case scenario, use your Google Calendar to be able to schedule your Zoom meetings. That is the easiest and most efficient way. I've been using it for a good couple of weeks now, and it's been really great. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks. Bye.